Hello everybody, welcome to the Chemopedia. So we are starting a gate chemistry, previous year gate chemistry question answer series. Okay, and in this series we will be discussing the questions of the general aptitude sections from the year 2010 to 2020. And in this video we will be solving the questions of the 2010 examination of the gate chemistry, right? So let's read the question and solve this question. Okay, so let's read it. So the question says 25% are in a room. Okay, 15 out of them play hockey, 17 of them play football, 10 of them play both hockey and football. Then the number of the person playing neither nor football. Okay, so I will suggest you to just pause the video, solve the question by yourself, then watch the further video. Okay, for the solution, then it will be more beneficial for your preparation. Okay, so let's solve this question. We will solving this question by using Venn diagram. Okay, so for Venn diagram, let's draw the first rectangle. Okay, so suppose this rectangle representing the room, and in the room there was 25%. Okay, and they have given the two sets, hockey and football, and there is also intersection of that, means there are person who plays both hockey and football. So we will be drawing two circle which will be representing the hockey and one for the football, right? So drawing the two circle, the first circle and the second circle, but there should be an intersection. So suppose we have to draw, let me correct it. Okay, now it's look fine. Okay, now it's look fine. Now suppose this region, so this the first circle, this representing the what, hockey, and the number of the player in hockey is 15. And suppose this region representing the football, and the number of the player in the football is 17, and this the common region in which both, means the person, the player can who play both hockey and football, they were 10, right? Now they have asked the person or the player who play neither hockey or football, right? So for this we have to find the person or players who plays hockey or football or both of them, right? So this 15, the number of the players that representing 15 is basically this circle, this whole region, right? And the number of the players who play football representing the another circles, means this whole region. And this is the basically the intersection of, means the common region which is representing the person who can play both hockey and football. So for finding the person who only play the hockey, okay, who only play the hockey, what we can do, we can minus this common region, minus the common region which representing the 10% of the player. So if we minus this 10 from the 15, then we will get how much? So this reason, so the 15 representing, how will do it, 15 minus 10, so 5. So this green region representing the 5 number of person which are playing only hockey. And suppose the football, so this yellow region will be representing the person who only plays the football, right? And if you want to calculate the number of the person who plays only football, so what we can do, we can minus this 10, the common region from the 17, and we will get the what, let me change the color. So we will get the player, just hold on a second. Okay, so we will get a player who plays only football, So 17 minus 10, that will be 7. So there are 7 person who plays only football, there are 5 person who plays only hockey, and there are 10 person who plays both of them, right? So there are there are 25 person in a room, right? And if we subtract the person who are the players, means the 5 who plays the hockey, the 7 who plays the football, and plus the 10 who plays both of them, then we will get the player who neither play hockey or football or both of them. So 25, and if we subtract 7 plus 5 12 plus 10 22, then it will be coming to be 3. So this question is very simple and it is from the sets. Okay, you can do it. If you want to do this question, you can do it in a minute, but for explaining more, for making you more understand, I have gone through this Venn diagram. So according to this, the correct option will be D. Now let's move to the next question. So in the next question, let's read the question first. The question says, if 137 plus 276 equals to 435, then how much is 731 plus 672? So in this question, if you look at it, 137 plus 276 equals to 435. If you add this value, means 137 plus 276, we will not getting 435. Look at it, 7 plus 6, it will be 13. So here should be 3, but it is 5. So this plus sign has no significance, means it is not doing the additions. So here is something different, and what is this? We have to decode this. So this is the question from the coding and decoding, right? So what we can do, we have to observe what is happening over here. So they have asked, let me write what they have asked. They have asked 731 plus 672, and if you observe these two equations, then you find a trend. What is happening over here? 137 739 means the number is basically getting reverse. The unit digit is coming to be 1000 digit, and the 1000 digit is coming to be unit digit. I mean, basically the number gets reversed. And if you check the other number, it is also the same case. So for the finding the number, the same trend follow over here also. So 435 and reversing 534, right? So according to this, the correct option will be A option. So this is from the coding and decoding, okay, and this comes under the reasoning section. So in the GATE examination, there are 6 to 7 questions which ask in from the quantitative aptitude and reasoning, which is we call general aptitude, right? And I will be teaching all the topics of the general aptitude, means reasoning and quantitative aptitude, right? So stay tuned for that video also. So let's move to the next question. And the next question, okay, so the next question is on the logarithm function. Okay, the next question says, if log p equals to 1 by 2 log q equals to 1 by 3 log r, then which of the following option is true? And here are given the 4 options, and we have to look which option will be true. So for this question, what we can do, so they have given, just let me write it what they have given. Log p, that is 1 by 2 log q equals to 1 by 3 log r, right? What we can do, we will just let this logarithm function to be a some constant, suppose k, right? And we will be finding this p value in terms of k. So first we will be finding the p value, similarly for q and r also. So we will have let log p equals to k, right? So this is log right? Okay, and we know the base of the log is 10. So if we take this log function to the right hand side, then it becomes 10 raised to the power k. So we got the p value. Similarly we will do with the q also. So 1 by 2 log q equals to k. So from here the q value, the 2, if we take 2 to the right hand side, it becomes 2k, and if we take log of to the right hand side, then it becomes 10 raised to the power 2k. So from here we getting the q value equals to 10 raised to the power 2k. Now we have to find the value of this log r. So r will be coming to be 10 raised to the power 3k. Now we have got the value of p, q, r, and now we will check the option. So the first option says p square equals to q cube r square. So we will find this value left hand side, that is p square, and we know that p square is basically 10k. So if we are squaring this 10k, then we will get 2k, right? Now we will finding the value of the right hand side, that is q cube r square. So q is 10 raised to the power 2k, and if we cube, and the r is 10 raised to the power 3k, and if we square that, then it will become 10 raised to the power 6k, right? And it also becomes 10 raised to the power 6k, and if we solve further, then it will become 10 raised to the power 12k. So from here we getting that this is not equal, p square is not equals to q cube r square. Now we will do for the next option, right? So the next option is q square equals to pr. So the left hand side is q square, and we know the value of the q square is 2k, and if we do the square, then it will be coming to be 10 raised to the power 4k. And for the left hand side is basically p into r. So p is 10k and r is 10 raised to the power 3k, and if we simplify this, then it will become 10 raised to the power 4k. So here the LHS and RHS are equal, right? So we can say that q is square equals to pr. So according to this, the correct option will be B option. You can check for the other options also, that is C and D, right? So thanks a lot for watching this video. I hope this video will be useful for you. See you in the next video.